السكرين عشان إحنا رح نرجع نقصها يعني تكون الشاشة كاملة لإلنا الثلاثة مبينة. Okay. Dr. Mayada, I would like to welcome you to AKNS Career Week. I'm so happy to have you here. I know that you are a role model and a successful dermatologist here in the UAE. As soon as we shared your biography with our students, our future Dr. Safiya was very interested in meeting you and learning about your career pathway. We do strongly believe in students' voice and giving students opportunity to learn and to have to touch base with successful people as for you, Dr. Mayada. Safiya is our high school student council president, and she has plans to study medicine and she would like to learn from you. Safiya, you may go ahead.
Okay, so do I start with the interview directly? Is everything recorded tomorrow?
Everything will be recorded and we will be editing at a later stage. So when Safiya speaks, I will be muting myself. When Dr. Mayada speaks, we will be muting ourselves, Safiya and Ana. So you may start introducing yourself, welcoming the guest, and start with your questions.
Okay.
Dr. Mayada, all is good?
بس انت شايفه ان الاضاءه شويه جلوي؟
لا، الاضاءه حلوه جدا.
اوكي، لان هي باينه عندي ان هي شويه مش عارفه.
لا it's very good. لا بالعكس كتير حلوه.
اوكي
كتير حلوه. اوكي يلا Safiya, go ahead حبيبتي.
Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to be a part of this interview. I'm Safiya, and this is the last interview in a series of interviews held this week at AKNS Career Week. Before we start, I would like to give everyone watching this a brief idea on the great doctor I'm interviewing today, Dr. Mayda Majdi. I hope I pronounced your name right. Dr. Mayda Majdi is a medical doctor, a senior specialist dermatologist, and cosmetologist at Prime Medical University Center. She obtained her master's degree of dermatology and andrology from the Faculty of Medicine at Mansoura University. She's an esteemed member of several academies and societies, including the European Society for Laser Aesthetic Surgery and the American Academy of Dermatology. Apart from her excellent positions, Dr. Mayda Majdi holds lectures on various topics such as skin cancer, dermoscopy, and different skin diseases. To start off this interview, could you please tell us more about your profession as a dermatologist?
I'm telling you a hint about the dermatology career. Dermatology career is the careers that dealing with the skin disease. It's not only the skin disease, the skin, hair, and nail as well. Also, we are involved in aesthetic procedures like filler, Botox, and PRP, and different kind of aesthetic procedures, as well as the skin cancer detection by which is a new field in dermatology, which is the dermoscopy as well. So all of these, the dermatologist is dealing with. So several skin disease, cosmetic procedure as well, if he's interested, and the skin cancer.
That's really interesting. The career is really wide. And what inspired you to be a dermatologist? Like, did you know this in high school, or did you figure it out like later on?
Actually, it was my dream since long time to be a doctor, but not especially a dermatologist. Once you will finish your faculty of medicine, you will be in the field as a general doctor. You will choose yourself by which field inspired you to be a doctor in this field. So actually, I was interested in pediatric field, but because I have a pediatric doctor, which was my own doctor since I was a child, I was dreaming to be a doctor like her only. Then after that, this dream was with me for a long time. But when I entered the field of medicine and see a lot of different specialty, I saw the dermatology suits me better than the pediatrician. So I chose it because there was a very new things coming and a lot of updates coming every day. And the cosmetic field was introduced to the dermatology field that time. So I was interested for beauty and put a beauty touch for each woman. So that's why I was inspired to be a dermatologist that time. And I chose the dermatology to be my career. And I grown up in this career to be in this stage right now.
The medical field does have a lot of careers, yeah. When I was reading about you, I saw that you obtained many degrees from different organizations in different countries. Could you tell us about your career path, where you went over the years?
I studied medicine in Egypt, in Mansour University. I was one of the member in a teaching hospital after finishing my degree. Then after that, I chose my specialty, which is the dermatology. I spent like 4 years in residency program in Mansoura University, which is the same university that I took my degree from. After that, when I finished my residency program, I took the master degree. Then I came here. I joined my husband actually here in UAE, 2010. Just I finished my after finishing my master degree. That time I was thinking I want not to stop in this stage because I'm away from my home country. So what I did, I took my license to practice here in UAE as a dermatologist. Then after that, I keep studying the European Board of Dermatology. Then I went 2016 to Germany to take my exam in European Board of Dermatology. Then after finishing it, I was inspired about the dermoscopy, which is a new era in the field of dermatology. So I was keep studying a lot of courses. Then I went Italy, and even now I'm taking a diploma in it. So I took again a diploma from Cardiff University for dermoscopy. Then I even now teaching it in the conferences because it's a new area. Not a lot of dermatologists interested of dermoscopy. So it's a long way now. I completed, or I'm in the 10th year practicing here in UAE. So I did not stop in the first stage when I finished my master degree. I keep studying and taking a lot of certificates to make me more qualified or more advanced, more up-to-date information.
This is great advice for all of us not to stop at a certain area or stage in life. Now, we hear a lot about how medicine is lengthy and it's a hard path, and sometimes people go as far as to say it's impossible to go through medical school. So, what is your take on this? Did you have any moments where you felt like giving up along the way?
Sometimes you feel it's too hard during the studying and exams. You are putting yourself in a lot of stress, or they are putting you in a lot of stress. But actually, when you have something inside your heart giving you the light to complete your path, to reach your goals, this is the things. Always keep it in front of your eyes. Keep your target in front of your eyes, that I have to reach. I am capable to reach. I can do it. So of course there is a lot of difficult situations, but if you are believing in yourself, you will reach your target, of course.
That
Dr.
was a
Mayada, I
yeah.
have a question for you. As we all know, decision taking and decision making and thinking process has to be in a certain direction. So
Yeah.
I know that there has to be a criteria that you have used in order to select what specialty do you want for your
Yeah, of course.
lifetime. So, what was the
Mm.
criteria that you put for yourself as a young lady, as a mother, as name it? What was your criteria, and how did you take your decision in choosing the specialty? Because by the time you chose your specialty, you've already had your responsibilities. You are at a stage where you're no more yours. You are a mom, you are a wife, you are, right?
No, actually, I took my specialty. I was married that time, just in my beginning of my marriage life. So it's different according to the country. For us, if you want to choose your specialty, something you like, sometimes you cannot get it because your scores is not that high. But actually I was lucky, and alhamdulillah, I was one of the top scores that I can take this specialty. So of course, if you are deciding to be to take certain kind of specialty, it's not your own decision only. You have to get a certain kind of scores to can get it, because it's a competition. You know, in Egypt we have a lot of medical university, and we have a lot of students even in the faculty of medicine. Like maybe mine was like 1,000 plus. So there is a lot of competition there. So it's not you like, so you will get. No, you have to work hard to reach your what you want. So if I'm thinking about the dermatology field, if I don't have the scores to make me qualified to get it, I will not get it. That's why it's different than other faculty, or different according to the countries. But for us, it was a very big competition.
Yeah, I did hear a lot about how it's really competitive, like medicine in Egypt and stuff. Now,
Yeah.
on to like us, if you could tell your younger self in terms of like anything, in terms of choosing a career, what would you tell? What would you say? Like, what would you tell your younger self right now in high school? What would you say in terms of choosing a career and moving on with your life?
I have to look at the not only choosing with my heart what I'm thinking to be. Also, you have to put in your mind the life and the responsibility. What will you gain from this job? Sometimes you are interested in job that will not make you a role model or important person in this location. So I have to be more wise and look beyond the what I'm thinking to be. So if you are thinking to be like singer or whatever, or just a designer, you have to be qualified to be a good designer, because there is a lot of designers, they are not famous, or they are not adding to their career. So not only choosing the career, you have to think by your mind, what I will gain, is it will be suitable for my life, future life, because we have a lot of responsibility. What will you earn? What this will qualify you to be a good have a good life or not? So it's not only what you are dreaming about, it's also what can give you the support to continue your life, or to give you a better life.
Definitely. All students, I feel like all students should be focusing on different aspects when choosing their career. So, yes, everything you said is very valid. And finally, do you have any advice to AKNS students? Something you'd like to tell them about choosing their career, about the stage we're in right now as seniors, or just high school students in general?
I have to tell them, you have to put your target in front of your eyes. Always put your target, what do you want to be. Try to discuss with your parents what they need. Sometimes they are ignoring the parents' advice, and they are not seeing the parents' advice, what they are looking for. Um, what if you will choose this career, what it will be for you. It will be effective, it will be good. Or just, I don't like medicine, so I will not go for medicine because it's hard and difficult, you are choosing it for me. No, you have to think beyond the borders. You have to think about the outside the box. What will you gain about this career? It's not only I like, so I will get. No, you have to be focused. You have to focus your target, about your target. You have to study well, and you have to also think in a broad mind. Um, uh, what can I do in my future? What can I put my future? What is the lines that I can go through in my future? I have to respect as well the parents' advice, because actually why I'm insisting about this word, because I'm seeing a lot of students like you coming to my clinic, and they are fighting even in front of me about their careers, because I'm a little bit closer to some of the families. So I'm seeing them regularly in my clinic. So I'm seeing this fight even in my own with my own daughter. So I'm telling them, you have to also respect the parents' advice, and you have to think about it. It's not an order. No, they are in life, and they have a lot of experience that they can give you a good advice. It's not only I want my daughter to be a doctor, I want my son to be a doctor. No, think wisely, make your mind a little bit looking beyond the box or outside the box. What's your career will add to your life in the future?
Dr. Mayada, I see you as a successful and happy person. Looking
Mhm.
back at your pathway, what are the things that you regret, and what are the things that you will go back and do it again?
Um, I regret about any moment that I lost it and not enjoying my childhood, because I was the person that just thinking about to be a good doctor and study a lot. So I'm regret about losing sometimes in my childhood, enjoying like them simple things in life. But if I'm thinking about what I want to add to myself, I would add, if I will also study more or working a little bit harder, even now after I'm working right now. I'm telling myself, no, work more harder to gain more certificates, to be more brighter, to give more, to be a more model for your family and for also your patient, that they are coming to you in the clinic and they are looking to you as a role model for them. So I'm regret about my childhood, but actually I want to be more hardworking persons, to be in my position right now, to be more qualified even for my position right now.
Dr. Mayada, who was your role model, and what are the things that you did to look like your role model?
My role model before, it actually was my pediatrician, because I mentioned earlier, when I'm looking to her, and she's also a good doctor, a teacher, or in teaching hospitals or university hospitals. So I was looking at her when I was little, tiny, small girl looking to be a doctor. I want to be like her. I want to be like her. Even when I saw her photos in her clinic, when I was there in her clinic, I want to be like her, like giving lecture and a good doctor. My clinic is busy and I have a lot of patient. I'm giving them the support. I'm treating them. So she was my role model in my career. Alhamdulillah, I reached my goal, and I'm still working hard to be better than what I'm right now.
Ms. Arij, do you have any other questions?
Well, I have a list of questions from students actually who were interested, because we told them that this is going to be a recorded session. Most of the questions were asked before, and I only have this question in mind about Dr. Mayada. If you were not to be a dermatologist, what would you be?
Mhm. And the medical field or
Yeah,
general?
in general, in general.
It's a hard questions because it was my I was since my childhood, I was dreaming to be a doctor. That's why I did not put myself in the other career, because I was dreaming of it and I did it. So that's why I did not see myself in any other than doctor.
You were determined since you were a kid. That's really inspiring, to be honest, because most of us don't know what we want to be up until high school. Yeah,
Yeah,
Correct.
this is the problem. This is the
yeah,
problem.
Correct.
honestly.
طيب, Safia, to sum up what Dr. Mayada have said, can you please tell us what did you learn and what are the lessons or the steps that you would put in practical action after your interview with Dr. Mayada?
Well, first of all, I now know that I'm never gonna stop, even when I get my master's and moving on. I know not to stop. I know to keep going on. She's really inspiring, and that's really why I wanted to interview her personally, because going through medical school, being as successful as her is not easy. And so I really got inspired today, like through the whole thing. I regret figuring out my career later on, but it's not too late for anything.
Correct. It's never too late. You guys are still young and you still have a long time to adapt and change and still fix your routine in order to reach your goals. Dr. Mayada, I really appreciate your presence with us today. Thank you so much for the inspiring words you shared with us, your inspiring journey that I'm sure many of our students are going to learn a lot from. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for inspiring and thank you for accepting our invitation. Sophia,
Uh,
thank you so much for joining us today. Dr. Mayada, would you like to say anything?
I want to thank you and thank Sophia, because I'm really was happy when you contacted me regarding this career week at AKNS. My daughter in the AKNS since KG2, so I really love AKNS, and I want everyone to be inspired if they have this they have to choose their target. Actually, when Safia telling right now that she's still, some people, they did not put their target in front of their eyes. I'm telling them, no, you have to think well, you have to put the target in front of your mind, you have to work hard to reach your goal, because the life is not easy and there is a lot of competitions. If you did not work hard, a lot of them will jump and take the positions. So work hard and be yourself and believe in yourself. This is the most important things.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mayada Mesdi, for this enlightening interview. I'm sure many AKNS students like me right now are inspired and intrigued by your story and success. It was really a pleasure having you. And with this, we wrap our AKNS Career Week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in for the past 4 days, and I hope you gained valuable insight. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Sophia,
Yes,
Mhm.
it's all recorded, right?
how was it?
Really good.
I
It
loved
was
it.
me too.
Yellow, we'll send the video now for editing and we will wait for Mr. Muaz to edit and send it to us so we can share the link with everyone.
On Thursday, right?
Yes, inshallah.
Okay.
I want you to go to Teams. I'll call you now because I need you to do a specific Haida interview, okay? A specific test, okay?
Yeah.
ماشي. Bye.